dollar for every time you slam the door. I would be the richest girl alive. If you hadn't run away, every time I asked you stay, you would sleep right next to me. You didn't know me, all you wanted was a game to play, and you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your matrix and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. In the beginning, I just didn't know that you're an enemy I held too close. Now I know, 'cause you did everything to prove me wrong. You were not the guy I thought. Now I'm beating you at your own. Yeah. If I got a dollar for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive. But you didn't know me, all you wanted was a game to play, and you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your matrix and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. Yeah, I beat you at your game, and if you were me, you would do the same.
Hello. What's going on, people? Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is C Over. Make sure the mic is working. The Technician. Glad to be back at it again with another live stream. Salute to the people watching me in the chat room. Salute to the people watching me in the cloud. I greatly appreciate it. Q&A YouTube studio setup. Q&A, all questions answered tonight. I'm open to everything. Let me know, but you know, with the intro. Don Gordito in the building. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Q&A, all questions answered. Anything you want to know about YouTube studio setup for podcasting and live streaming, mic, equipment, lighting, camera, computer, monitor, keyboard, mouse, desk, cabling, whatever you want to know. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I got the info. I got the answer. But let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, glad to be back at it again. Like I said before, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is C Over, the Technician. Glad to be back at it again with another live stream. Shout out to the people watching me in the chat room. Apple Watts. What's going on? Don Gordito. What's going on? Bionic Scoop, Perspective Gaming. What's up? Glad to be back at it again. And this is the first time I'm ever doing a Q&A. And the reason why I wanted to do it because I've never done it before. I didn't really think how it would work out, but I'm going to try, see what happens, right? We got to try first to see if you like it. And then you see if you do it again. I need a whole gaming setup from the best technician. We got you, Perspective Gaming. We got you. We could do gaming setups. I actually would have no problem going over and looking at a gaming setup. And that'll probably be the first thing I can talk about tonight is a gaming setup. So, you know how it is when we do the live stream. I got to find my tunes in them. And I got to find the right one. And I think I know which one. We're going to go back. Tried and true one. Oh my. Oh my. Shout out. Oh, we got to get the Twidget popping too. Where my Twidget at? Where the Twidget at? As you know, for the chat room. We got to show the chat room. We got to show the chat room, man. We got to show the chat room on the other side. Shout out to Rain and Woman. I know you already told me that, but I said, fuck it. It's all good. See over everyone. What's good? We're going to keep Perspectives Gaming comment highlighted because what we're going to do now is we're going to look at a gaming setup for Perspective Gaming. And I'm going to break a couple things down about gaming setups because they're not that difficult. You can make them difficult and complex, but they don't have to be that complex, right? So first of all, you know how I do. I like going on Amazon. Everybody has Amazon. It's easy to work off of Amazon. Second of all, I'm going to change these. Oh no, that's soul. Yeah, we play soul, funk, dance, hip hop, trance. The music playlist is on fleek. The music playlist is very lit over here. And you know, when I do the intro, I kind of switch up the shade game a little bit. You know, I switch it up a little bit. I think we're gonna go for Bouncer Black. Okay, so let's go ahead and show my Amazon screen. Oh, so for Perspective Gaming, he has I believe a PS5. I believe he has a PS5. So for gaming setups, it depends, right? So we're gonna first look at PC gaming. So for PC gaming, right, you'll start off with the laptop, and we'll make this very simple to begin with. So we just start off with a laptop, gaming laptop, Asus TUF gaming laptop, A15 gaming laptop, 15.6 inches, right? 144 hertz display rate, 1650 Ti, perfect, good to go. Okay, so let me move myself out of the screen. I'm just gonna put myself here. Okay. And the first thing for Perspective Gaming is he has a laptop, right? So he has a laptop, the comedian technician in the house. Absolutely. PS4, I can't even get hands on the PS5. Okay. So first thing first, you got to have a laptop to do the gaming streaming thing. If you want to do it off of a computer, so you're going to need a laptop first, right? So first thing you do, you get the laptop. So you got the laptop here. Second thing, you need a gaming headset. So Perspective Gaming, I believe, games in his bedroom. Let me open up the other Amazon screen so I can, you know, drop it like it's hot for y'all. So first thing is you need a laptop and able to handle the streaming. I prefer people to use OBS at some point in their journey for content creation. I tell people the fastest they can get off of any other like StreamYard or straight streaming off of the console, the better it is for them. OBS, Streamlabs, same thing. Different interface, different use case. More advanced is OBS. However, do work with what you got. At the end of the day, I advise anyone on streaming to eventually get off of streaming on the console and streaming off of StreamYard to expand your range as a creator. So Perspective Gaming gets the gaming laptop. Now he has a gaming headset. We're gonna go look at gaming headset. Making sure the music is too loud. Not too loud, okay. Making sure the mic is good. Mic is good, all right. Now again, we look at the gaming headset. The well doesn't go that deep. Doesn't need to be that deep for the gaming headset. Just depends on what you like, the feel, the look. But there is there we go. Arctis Wireless 7 headset. Now I've used these headsets before. Joshua Henson in the building. What's popping? So I have used the Arctis 7s. They're extremely comfortable. They feel like regular headphones. You can go outside with them and not look crazy. And if you just want, these are renewed, which is fine. We'll highlight these. These are renewed, which is fine. If you wanted to use a gaming headset and you don't want to have a USB mic, we got Professor Black Ops in the building. We're gonna remove the lower thirds because we don't need that right now. So if you don't want to have a USB mic, okay? So for perspective, it looks like he games at the end of his bed, so we don't need a USB mic because there's no room for it. So he has the laptop, he has the headset. So now Perspective Gaming needs the capture card, right? Now, because he's using a console, you're gonna need something that's outside of a computer, like the HD60S or something like this. At this point, like, and the thing is too, right, you don't have to spend too much. Now, I've never tested this before, so I can't recommend this. Now, here's the thing, right? I use a $20 capture card for my camera. In theory, I expect the same performance out of the $29 capture card, right? But for the sake of the setup, if you wanted to get the $20-$30 capture card, it's easy, no look pass. Buy it and set it and forget it, right? You're good to go. Or you get the slightly more expensive one. Let me go to Ava Media. And this is for perspective because he asked for a gaming setup, right? So we got this one. I've heard bad reviews about this one. I've heard this one isn't the best. But where's the other one? This one's pretty good. So pretty much, like, you don't need to spend, is it that obvious? Let me see. Do I have my thing over here? Now what I can do is I can come back here. So Perspective asks, is it that obvious? Message. Kinda. But it's okay. Message. It kinda is. But that's okay. Oh, let me start recording. Anyway, so we looking at these capture cards. You get any one of these capture cards. I mean, if you want 4K 60, something like this, you can. 1080p 30 frames per second, you can get that too. You don't have to break the bank to get a card like this. Pretty much the only thing you're looking for is a HDMI to USB. That's it, really. Honestly, as you can see here, you just need HDMI, USB to the computer, HDMI to the console, and you're good to go. HDMI to the TV, and you're good to go. That's it, right? So simple. Laptop, capture card, gaming headset, console, and now you have upgraded your gaming setup. Now, again, you can go higher with any of these pieces. You can go lower with any of these pieces. This is just a baseline for what you would want to look for when it comes to gaming, have a gaming setup. Now, this is actually cheaper if you're doing this strictly off of your computer. So then all you're really going to be doing is streaming and gaming off the same device. So that's a plus. But if you are a console gamer, then yes, you will need an external capture card if you're connecting it to a laptop in order for you to game. I hope that answered Perspective Tech's question. So the second part of this is, instead of getting the gaming headset, Perspective Gaming has a desk. But can we get a gaming desk for a gaming desk? Can we do that? Sure, we can. Now, again, you don't have to spend $80 on a gaming desk. It's just a desk. You can get this guy right here. All you need is something simple. Again, this is something similar to what shout out to DJ LaFave. Something similar to what DJ LaFave has, a 47-inch desk. And this is a desk that you can put your console on, your laptop on, and this will give you room for the USB. Oh, we got Yuri in the building. Shout out to Yuri, my bro. What's going on? What's goody? So you'll get a desk, and now instead of getting a headset, you just get a USB mic instead. Now, again, the benefit of the USB mic is it's all inclusive. Everything is included in a USB mic. There is nothing wrong. One more time. There is nothing wrong with a USB microphone. Okay. I just don't like them because I prefer XLR. But there is nothing. Silver got the best audio game in the manosphere, but we're not in the manosphere. But I appreciate that nonetheless. Just like I said again, feel free to contact them for all your audio needs. Absolutely. Again, anyone that wants any help with fixing their audio, fixing their camera, any of these tech tips, hit me in the email. The email description, the email's in the description box below. Hit me up if you need help with your audio. I can help you. Help with your setup, I can help you. So we got the gaming desk right here. Now, again, like I was saying before, there's nothing wrong. I'd appreciate if we get the likes up too. We got 7 watching, but I need some likes. So I need some like action. I greatly appreciate it. There's nothing wrong with USB mics. I just don't prefer to use them. There's nothing wrong with USB mics though. They serve a need for a lot of people. So a USB mic a lot of people use is the Blue Yeti. I don't like the Blue Yeti, but if you are looking for a USB mic, this is one of the many options you can add to your repertoire of content creation for your audio. And the benefit of the USB mic is that all you got to do is you connect your headphone directly into the mic, use the stand, put it on the desk, or you get a boom arm, you attach it to the desk, and you're good to go. So if you get the desk here, you get the gaming desk here, you attach the mic here with your laptop. Probably put your console or your TV up here, and you're good to go. Whatever, right? So that's also another option for you if you are looking to improve your gaming setup. So I hope that answered Perspective Gaming's question. So again, like I said before, let me come back to the chat room. So like I said before, this is a Q&A live stream. So if you have questions, and listen, even if you up there in the clouds, you can come out the clouds. Ain't nobody looking for you over here. Ask me, let me know if you got any question, you want to know something about YouTube studio setups or whatever. I will answer it to the best of my ability, and my abilities are vast and encompassing, and I can answer a lot of questions. Perspective Gaming said facts. It did. Salute. I appreciate that. So moving on from the whole gaming setup now, right? I'm gonna go along, see who has questions, right? So let's talk about general content creation setup. Again, you don't need a studio to make content. You just need equipment to make content. And you don't need expensive equipment to make content. You just need to have a camera. And you don't need to have an expensive camera. You just need to have a camera that works. Like the Z Fold 2. Or the Note 20 Ultra. Or the ROG Phone 2. If you have a cell phone or cell phones that you're not using that has a decent camera, you can use that to make content. So since we're talking about cell phones, let's look at a way you can build your studio solely off of cell phones. Okay, so we're gonna come back to the big screen. Now, first thing you need is a tripod. You can do something simple as look up cell phone tripod. Okay. Now, I would use something like this. Okay. This is kind of like what I have for the my camera right now that's sitting behind my monitor. Okay. So simply put, $19. There goes the cell phone tripod, and I believe this includes the mount. If not, you have to buy the mount separately. This is the mount here. So what the cell phone content creator setup would be is, if you're using your cell phone for talking head videos, is that you get this mount. Damn, see over when you gonna sell me your? Nah, I can't sell these. Okay. These 3 phones are my babies, so I'm not selling none of my phones. Those phones, all those phones are in rotation. They are my babies. So you get the phone mount holder here. Any mount works, doesn't matter. So you get this mount, you attach it to this tripod, boom, you're done. The benefit of a tripod like this is it's super light and you can hold it as a monopod. And because it's super light, it's compact and portable. You can put this in your book bag, attach it to the loop, the belt, the buckle loops, whatever it's called. There's an army term for it. I can't remember. On my Z Fold 2 right now, absolutely. And you can add this to your recording, vlogging, live streaming setup. Okay, so I kind of like this tripod. I haven't seen a tripod cheap for a while. I just never came across it. I'm gonna drop this in the chat room. The mount you can find anywhere. I mean, literally, there's billions of these mounts. It just depends which one you want. So, with this one, I haven't seen a tripod like this for this price that's this high since I've been looking for tripods. So, now. So, if you're doing like talking head recording videos, you're kind of done at this point with this aspect. You can have it record with your front facing camera, or you can have it record with the back facing camera. Depends on how you want it to set up. However, if you wanted to live stream, it's different. The live stream aspect will involve using software or directly off your phone using Streamlabs. That's self-explanatory. I don't want to get into that right now because I don't have it set up to show you on the phone. But you just simply set up Streamlabs on the cell phone and stream from the phone, and you can do it like that. And the benefit of this is that you have a tripod and you can use any phone that you have to record whatever content that you want using the back camera or the front facing camera. So again, if you're just starting off or you don't want an expensive camera, you can use the camera on your cell phone to create content simply by spending $20 and getting a tripod and maybe another $5 or $7 and getting the mount, screw it on a tripod, Good to go. You're done. Okay. Next thing you'll need is a microphone for this. Okay. Next thing you need is a microphone for this. My suggestion is a lavalier mic. Like I always say, get a lavalier mic if you're doing content off of your cell phone, because it's compact, it's portable, it's easy to use, and it's very unintrusive. It doesn't get in your way. Whichever word works, but it doesn't get in your way. And I've used this for many years, and it works like a charm. So the professional grade lavalier lapel microphone omnidirectional mic captures audio in all directions, which is perfect. This price goes between $39 to $45. Doesn't matter what the price point is. When you see it, it's always a good deal whenever. And if you have Prime, it is $33.84. So if you have Prime, it's $33.84. Anybody that wants to do content on their cell phone, get this lapel mic and instantly upgrade their audio for their YouTube streaming, whatever it is that they want to do, recording with their cell phone. I used to use this with my cell phone when I was doing recording, live streaming after work and things like that. It worked like a charm. It's amazing. Now, as far as it goes when it comes to cell phone, right? A piece of tech that I've been like gushing over. I love it. It's a little finicky sometimes, but I love it. The Loop Deck is back in stock. This is excellent for high-end content creators, but we're going to get to that later. The Monocaster. What? Okay. No. Is the Monocaster not on Amazon anymore? Oh. Hold on. Stop the music. The Monocaster Lite got pulled from Amazon. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me see this. The Monocaster got pulled. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Oh, they changed the name. Okay. So hold on, let me see this. Okay, we're good. All right. I was about to say, the fuck? Hold up. Come here. Okay, there we go. All right, so they changed the name, so it's not even called it's called Audio Interface with DJ Mixer and Sound. Okay, so they changed the description a little bit. I don't know why. So we have the Monocaster. Monocaster, as far as it goes for cell phone live streaming podcasting, is one of a kind. I mean, this shit right here is like, it's so dope and it's so portable. I love it. As far as it goes for content creator, when it comes to doing stuff on the cell phone, it's a must, right? So the Monocaster Lite is definitely a must, right? And that's pretty much. You can also get this a Rode microphone that you can get for your cell phone, but I mean, you know, you'll be fine with me personally. You'll be fine with the lavalier. Like before you get a Rode microphone, you would probably want to get the Monocaster anyway. Because it's more versatile than the Monocaster itself. Let me see. No. Let's see. Okay. Come back to the chat room. Let's go. All right. So I just finished covering your setup for cell phones. Again, like the sky's the limit once you get a mic, once you get a tripod. It's all up to what you want. Again, this is a Q&A. If anyone got any questions that they want to ask me about podcasting, live streaming, YouTube studio setup, definitely let me know in the chat room and we'll make sure we get that question answered. Now, going on talking about podcasting, I have a quick question. We got Perspective Gaming. He says, I have a quick question. Silva, are you an Android lover, iPhone, or neither? I think I know already, but just wondering. Yes, we are team Android over here. I do not mess with any Apple products at all whatsoever. We don't do Apple, never have in a long time. I mean that's just funny to me. And you know, my damn thing is not working right. Let me see something. Hold on. It's funny to me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. We fixed it now. Like I said, you know, we don't do Apple. We don't do iPhones. We like superior products, so we deal with Android and we deal with PC. That's just the way it is. It's funny to me. All you niggas living for me while you fucking with me. It's funny to What is that? Oh shit, what is that? That is a custom, that is what's called a nested scene in OBS. So a nested scene is a scene that you can add to your source, and once you click it, it adds all the effects as a scene, but it's actually just a separate source. So I have it set up, this is called like the Thug Life one. So I have it set up so when I click it, it does this, and the setting is usually kind of messed up, so I gotta make sure I hit it right. But normally I mean, you know, you say something crazy like, you know, Apple's trash. It's funny to me. All you niggas living for me while you fuck. And the way it is, it'll play the music and it does a freeze frame. But I think I can do it where it can line up with my face, right? So I got to do it over here. It's funny to me. All you niggas living for me while you fucking with me. It's funny to me. All you niggas living for me while you fucking with me. But so I got that one, and if you've noticed, no, I said, why is that Android over Apple? Was it the lack of freedom on Apple? No, I mean, I've never liked Apple products, man. I mean, my experience with Apple goes all the way back to when Steve Jobs left the company and came back to the company. I mean, my first computers were Apple computers, but I just don't like the ecosystem. I don't like the products. I don't like iOS. I don't like the Apple software. I'm not a big fan of the hardware. I'm just not a fan of Apple products. I can do without Apple products. I have done without Apple products for many years. I'm just not interested. I believe that what Apple offers is not up to par to what you can get out of a PC. What iOS offers is not up to par for what I need from a Windows computer. Joshua says, which Android phone do you find the best for production? Whichever phone that you have. Whichever phone you have is the best for production. Like the Z Fold 2 is a tough cookie to beat because it does this. Okay, so that's hard to beat. The Note 20 Ultra's cameras are smoking. Great cameras. The ROG Phone 2 is a sleeper. Not for the cameras, but for this guy right here. The audio jack and the 6,000 milliamp hour battery that's in the ROG Phone 2, which is why I've kept the ROG Phone 2. That battery goes a long way when when you're thinking about doing content and not having to worry about charging the phone up every single day. Even though the battery power has lessened over the years, but it's still powerful. Whichever Android phone you have is the Android phone that's best for you when it comes to content creation. If you was to ask me what I think is the best, any of the Samsung 20 line, just flex my Z Fold, right? The Samsung 20 line of phones was excellent. The Note 20 Ultra was excellent. Z Fold 2 is excellent. Has excellent cameras. The 21 Plus, what's it called? The S21 the S20 Ultra, probably too. But yeah, this guy right here, what makes this guy so good is the fact that he does this, right? And the benefit of this is, if you haven't noticed, when I've used my streams for my monocaster, is that I put this up on my book bag and I prop the camera up like this and it records everything and I can still see the screen. So Technically right now, for out of sheer versatility, I'm going with the Z Fold 2 as the best Android phone for content creation. Extremely versatile for most situations. It does get a dub, however. It does get a dub for not having audio jack, right? So it gets any phone that doesn't have an audio jack gets a dub from me automatically. That's just the way it is, right? So yeah, absolutely. Now for podcasting, because this has lyrics, so I want to kind of, there we go. So when it comes to podcasting, right, the most important thing when it comes to, do you invest in a lot of cables and connectors for the audio? No. So it depends, like what audio, like audio for my home setup or for my mobile setup, because I don't have any other cables. All I have is the cables that came with the Monocaster. I got to get a longer 3.5 millimeter extender cable, but I don't have a lot of cables. Over the years, as you're buying equipment and changing, swapping things out, you'll accumulate cables and cords and connectors and doohickeys and extenders. Like, you'll accumulate all of these things. So you don't really normally have to go out and buy more cables. I did have to go out and get a newer XLR cable because the one I had a shortage in it, and I had to get one that was long enough to extend. That was long enough to extend this, but just short enough to reach at the back of my Go XLR. So I did have to buy another cable, but I don't have to buy a lot of cables. And as far as it goes, when it comes to the mobile streaming setup, all you need is just the cable to connect the Monocaster, and you can play music off of Bluetooth on the second phone, which is why I use the second phone. When it comes to like podcasting, the most important thing is like the content. But if we're talking about podcast equipment, the question that I normally ask people, if they want to do a podcast, right? The thing I ask people is simply this, right? Are you going to be inviting, like, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be mobile? There we go. Are you going to be mobile? If you're going to be mobile, you get something like this. Let's check out this store. Portable recording. Okay. So if you're going to be mobile, you're looking at this direction right here. So you're looking at the H6. Okay. If you're being mobile. Okay. If you want a mobile podcast where you're podcasting, you have your equipment in a suitcase, in a bag, and you're going on the road. Like, this is what you're looking at. PG says, yeah, I might sell my iPhone 11 Pro Max. Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, if you're looking for a portable setup, let's do a portable podcasting setup that makes sense, right? So we got the Zoom. I think that's good. So we got the Zoom H6 6-track portable recorder. Again, this is for a portable podcasting setup. So any of these in this range is good. Absolutely. Hey, we got Layla in the building. What's going on? So Glitch Nation in the building. Zoom H6. So this is a portable podcaster. So if you're looking for portable podcasting, you're looking in this range of the Zoom H6, the Zoom H8. It just depends on your needs, right? But you're looking in this direction for portable podcasting. So let's just say you want to do a portable podcast and you want to get the Zoom H8. So we're going to add the Zoom H8 to the list in the chat room. And we say, okay, you're going to get that. All right. So you want to do portable podcasting. You're going to meet people at coffee shops, at different offices. Like, you're going to be everywhere. you're going to use this. So we have it set that you're going to have a podcast and you're going to be portable. This is where a Zoom H8 or a portable podcasting mixer setup comes into play. Okay. So again, you're looking at a mic now. So again, I would not advise anyone to get a powerful mic to run off of something that uses 4 AA batteries. As you can see here, 4 AA batteries. That means not to use a mic that's super powerful if you are being portable. If you're on the go, try not to get a mic that's super powerful, right? So we're gonna look at mics real quick. So I want a mic that doesn't require a whole lot of power. It doesn't sound like boo-boo. Let me see. I would go something like, this requires power. Man, I don't know. Maybe maybe a pod mic. It's a cardioid pod. Maybe the pod mic. Let me see what the requirements are. Audio Technica Sneed. The AT2020 is a cardioid and it needs power. That needs power. Well, okay, here's the thing. Okay, so you know what? The AT2020 is a solid go-to mic for almost any scenario, and I would add it to this scenario, and I would believe it. I would hope it would work. I know it is a cardioid mic and it does require some power, but I believe the power of the batteries in the Zoom H8 could power the AT2020, and there you go right there. So you got your mic. Let's see. I'm on the other phone. Twin hit me up again. That shit sometimes doesn't send when I change from Apple. Yeah, that's the worst thing about Apple and Android. Like, you don't get your text messages, man. I got in trouble with ex-girlfriends about that. I send you a text message. I didn't get it. Look at that, but I didn't get it. Oh. I see. So anyway, again, if you're looking for a portable setup, you get the H8 and you get the AT2020. You get your XLR cable. You're done after that. Again, that's for a portable podcasting setup. I do not advise people at all whatsoever to get a Zoom H8 if they're just going to keep this at their house. It is no point. You're wasting your money. It is a waste of time. Do not do it. Do not waste your money buying a piece of equipment that's meant to be portable and you're not being portable with it. There's really solid dynamic cardioids from AT, not the 20. Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Audio Technica. Let's look at their store. $60. That's why I hate when I change. Yeah. $60. Let's see. Microphone. Okay. 99, 100. There you go. Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go right here. All right. Yep. There you go right here. $60. The Audio Technica Pro 23 cardioid dynamic microphone. This should be a perfect pairing for the Zoom H8. Perfect pairing for the Zoom H8. Absolutely. Shout out to Sneed for the suggest. I did not know about this mic. And it's only $60 too. Top one. Yeah, right here. Look at this. Top mounted. What's the requirement? Let's see. What's the specs? Let's see. There we go. Cardioid. 58 dB. 500 ohms. Yeah. The HH should definitely pull. Good mic. I use it for voiceover all the time. Okay. So we got the GOAT approval on this one. All right. There we go right there. So there's your podcasting right there. Your mobile podcast setup right there. Okay. Now, again, that's for mobile. So if you're doing a podcast, but you're not mobile, then you got the PreSonus. You got the PreSonus 99, hit it and quit it. The $99 hit it and quit it. Sneed, can you please tell me what the name of the audio interface that you have is? I can never remember the damn name of it every time I talk about audio interfaces. Sneed has an excellent interface, and every time I'm talking about audio interfaces, I forget the name of the damn interface all the time. Let me see something. Motu, yep. There we go. The Motu, man, this is an excellent interface right here. I'm gonna show you why. The Motu M. Okay. So you get the PreSonus and you get the great mic, right? Or you get the Moto and you get the mid-level mic, right? Depending on how you want to level up your budget, The benefit of the Motu really is with the interface. This feature right here, being able to check your gain on the device, is worth its weight in gold. I mean, it really is. Again, super small, could be portable, compact, plugs directly into the laptop. Again, part of your portable setup, you can include this, but you'll need to include it with the laptop, right? I mean, of course, you're going to have a laptop as part of your mobile podcasting, obviously, right? The specs on this thing is amazing at that. Let me just see what the decibels are. I can't see on Amazon. Let's see which rivals, dedicated amplifiers, preamps measured at 129 dBu. Ooh. So this guy can run whatever you put in it. I have the M2 for the 2 mic output. You can go single to save the money. Absolutely. And the single option, and that's another thing too. Great point too, right? Strong enough for the SM7B. Absolutely, yeah. Looking at those decibels, and that's the best part about understanding the gear that you're buying, right? And let me come back to the chat room. The benefit of understanding the gear that you have is that you know what it can run, what it needs to run. So a lot of people that get the SM7B, no shade to them, don't understand that you don't need a cloud lifter 100% of the time. The cloud lifter comes into play if your audio interface does not have enough power to power the SM7B. So if you get an interface that can power the SM7B, you do not need a cloud lifter. Case in point. The Ashton Stealth mic that I use, needs 50 dB gain, I believe. And if you're running it in passive mode, you press the button, it lights up, and it gives you 20. My Go XLR gives me 70 dB of gain. So when I'm using my mic with the Go XLR, all I do is add 52, and I'm good to go. Anything else I do on the software side, so I don't need to add any more gain, which is why my mic is super quiet. And I use the software to make it sound super quiet. So this like, shout out to Sneed for the suggest. Thanks for the information. So these are the type of things that you need to understand and learn when it comes to building out your podcasting, set up your live streaming studio. You got to understand the equipment that you're adding to produce the content that you want to produce. Scarlett, good, solid call. Yeah, man, I had to I mean, I love the way the mic looked. And I love that button feature. And that's, again, right, you know, when you're scoping out tech, the reason why I got the Ashton Stealth is the versatility. It has 4 vocal modes, and it has a passive 20-25 dB boost on the mic when you're running it in cardioid to boost the gain whenever you want to boost the gain. I can also co-sign FET head half the cost. Absolutely, the FET head half the cost of the Cloud Lifter at that. So there's that too, right? So the FET head is half the cost. So again, you got to just scope out the gear that you have. But let's take a step back, right? For talking about microphones and audio interfaces, right? Let's say, again, this is a Q&A. Stealth, good, nice features, absolutely. Again, this is Q&A, so if you got a question to stop me going through my spiel, you definitely let me know. I'm gonna do my thing, but if you got a question, you can stop me from doing my thing, and I can answer your question. 27 dB boost, yeah, 27 dB boost right at the bottom of the mic. When we're talking about podcasting and live streaming, something that we often forget is lighting. Again, I talk about lighting all the time. And like I'm going to show you right here, it don't matter what kind of camera you got, what type of setting you got in your background. Looks like my light here died. If you don't have the lighting, your video is going to be garbage, regardless of how good your audio sound at that point, right? You can have crispy audio, but you got to understand there's a balance between good audio and good video, and there's a balance between bad audio and bad video. And if you have bad audio, if you have bad video, the best way to make your video look better is with lights. So let me see if I can charge my light here. But I like this light. It adds like a nice little pop in the background. And like always, I should have charged it before I did the live stream, but you know, I be forgetting things. But to talk about lights for a second, I got this idea from a content creator named Steggy. I believe he's a manager or some type of manager for Elgato. And this light right here is a small portable light that's meant to go on the bottom of cameras. And the benefit of this light is that you can charge it via, where's the charging port at? There you go. You can charge it via USB Type-C, and you can put it on the back of your chair. The reason why you put it on the back of the chair is to add light for your chair, especially if you're using green screen like me. So I'm charging this up for a little bit. Now let's go back. Let's take a look at these lights for a second. Be cooking. So again, you know, we got the Elgato key light. Again, I am not a fan of these lights. I believe these lights are some of the most expensive products that are marketed towards streamers and content creators. I do not believe that you should spend $199 on one light. Okay? You do not need to spend $199 on one light. But a lot of people have this light because it's sponsored by Elgato. But we're going to take it easy on Elgato tonight. We're going to take it easy. Okay? We're going to take it easy. So the Elgato key light is a soft light that adds 2,800 lumens, and it's very light. It looks good on your setup. It gives you a great amount of light. Again, my problem with this light is the price itself. We got Wallace Jr. in the building. Shout out to the Win by 2 podcast. Check these guys out. Wallace, drop your link to your podcast, Wallace. The Win by 2 podcast is a sports podcast for him and his 4 buddies. They have great commentary on the games and the sports and stuff like that. So shout out to Wallace and his people for their podcast. Great stuff, man. Wallace, drop your link to your podcast so people can go check you guys out. I always tune in to listen to their commentary and add some funny comments to the chat room. I'm following. Hey, A-Win is timeless. If you guys want to get some out of the box information in regards to sports, check out 8-Win is timeless. Try to keep up when he's talking about the things with them people in the games. 8-Win is timeless. If someone could drop 8-Win is timeless link in the chat room, I appreciate it, since he kind of on the same flow with sports when it comes to wireless. So coming back to the Elgato key light again, I don't believe you should spend $199 on one light. I think this is a waste of money, a very inefficient way to build a studio. And again, when you're thinking about budgeting and getting bang for your buck, the Elgato key light does not fit into that narrative. There's many ways you can spend. There are many ways you can spend that $199 and get more bang for your buck when it comes to building out your studio for your podcast or your live stream when you're looking to apply proper lighting. Okay, so we're going to get this up off the screen. I'm going to show you why. You slide right over here. As simple as you can see, any configuration. Bro, you hilarious in that comment section. Yeah, the comment, I be having a ball in that comment section. I can't even front. I be having fun in the comment section. I really want to see you guys reaction. It should be killing me. Again, any configuration that looks like this is going to be better than the Elgato key light. Okay, so when you're looking to replace 8-Win is timeless here, there we go. We got 8-Win is timeless in the chat room too. All right. So so really what you're looking for, right? When you're thinking about replacing the Elgato key light, you're looking for light panels like this. Let me switch this up. So you're looking to replace the light panels with the softbox and the desk clamps, right? So the benefit of the key light is it has a flat desk mount, so it just sits on the desk. You can overcome that by simply getting these desk mounts. For most people that have a desk, this will do just as fine. And then you just elevate it through the clip here. You elevate it through the clip here. It looks like it should elevate a little bit. And now you have two lights. So you have two lights that can be run. They go to power. They go to the color gamut. Okay, so this is tall, but it's not too tall. It doesn't look like it extends. Let me see. An adjustable stand from 13 to 24 inches. Okay, good enough. That's what she said. Hey. FBI, open up! Okay, we're gonna take it easy. But and it has a remote. Okay. So again, if you're looking to improve your lighting, you do not need to spend $199 on one light. Again, if you're building out your setup, if you're building out your YouTube studio, this is a waste of money at $199. Spend $194.99 or $204.99, whichever configuration that you get it in at. Okay, we got the newers here, the 209s. Again, same concept. Whichever configuration works for you, any of these things are going to be better than what Elgato is offering you at $199. Because at the end of the day, you need two lights, not one light. You need two lights, or sometimes three lights. So I'm gonna show you what happens when you just have one light. Okay, so this light, this is my right, your left. So this light right here is lighting, is adding light to my not so dark side, right? So it's adding light to fill out what this light is doing on the left. Okay, so I have all the light over here. So let me just break down what I'm trying to show you right here. Okay, let me show you why lighting is important. So here's why lighting is so important. Okay, so I have two lights off, and of course I got the nano leaves giving me setting the ambiance, the ambient light, the color, the mood. So this light, this is the main light to cover up all the dark on this side. All right, so all of this right here is dark. So this light is covering up all the darkness over here. So because this light is so bright, it highlights too much on this side. It makes this side a little bit darker. So what I do is you add the second light and it evens everything out, right? That's why you use two lights. So when you're spending $200 on one light, you still need to spend another $200 on a second light to even out what the first light is doing. This is why Elgato's offering of the Elgato key light at $200 is so inefficient, because you got to spend another $200 to get another light. I'm sorry. I mean, will I ever get sponsored by Elgato? Maybe. Sponsored by Elgato? Maybe, maybe not. But I have to keep it a buck with you. You know, what they offer for content creators and live streamers is very inefficient for price to performance, and it's just not efficient. You can get more bang for your buck by just finding better options from other companies. Sorry. However, not to spend. So once you figure out the whole lighting aspect, we can get to the actual video camera when it comes to the podcasting and live stream. Again, if you got any questions, this is a Q&A. So if you got any questions, definitely let me know in the chat room. If you got a question about something, I will gladly answer it for you. But I'm gonna keep the train moving regardless. Now something that people don't address when it comes to like their whole setup is their background. Now, the reason why I say this is that you don't, like, when you're recording, you want to have something nice in the background that people can see when they're watching you. Well, a lot of people don't want to see the mess in your room. And again, I shoot my videos in my room, and I have this paper divider in the background along with a green screen. I didn't feel like setting up the green screen. I don't feel like setting up the green screen sometimes, because the green screen requires a lot of light. Sometimes I don't feel like having all that light in my face. However, I have this paper divider, and I always can put this up. So let me show you why. So I'm going to show you my 5-panel divider. Okay. So you can get any divider that you want depending on the price. You do not have to buy one for $150. The one I got was like $60. Got $99 one. 92, 85. You'll want one that's, how many panels is 4? Okay. Ugh. You want one that's at least 4 panels, right? Depending on how much you want to cover up. So you're looking around and you'll find this. There we go, right here. Okay. So simple could be. You get a 4-panel folding screen. You put it in the back of you. You're good to go. That's it. You get this. You cover up your background. You're done. You don't got to show anyone with your room, with your garage, wherever you are shooting your videos. No one got to see all that. All they get to see is this panel divider. And the best part about it is that it bounces light pretty damn good as well. I use it all the time. It's been one of the best investments I have ever purchased in my journey of buying equipment to make content on YouTube. The biggest and best investment that I've ever made. Make sure, we got Zero the Infinite in the building. Like Zero says, make sure you hit that like button on the way and share it out if you like the content. I greatly appreciate that. Like he said, I'm gonna repeat and reiterate what he said. If you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing, like the content, definitely share it out to people so they can get this information, help them understand, and help them hear this information from a different source. I greatly appreciate that. And if you feel so generous, you can support the channel in the links in the description box below. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, Stream Element donations. Anything you send to the channel goes back into the channel, so I can buy things to make the channel better. I'm always investing my time, my energy, and all the resources I get to make the channel better. So again, like, you get a 4-panel divider screen, put this in the back like I have, bounces all the light perfectly. It looks great. You're done. Set it and forget it. You're good to go. You can get one from $80. You can get one for $92 right here. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just get one. Or you get a green screen. Now, a lot of people have issues with green screens. I get it. It's daunting. It makes you think that, how big am I? Like am I like a really big time content creator now? Like, no. I mean, you are. Don't let no one tell you that you not what you think you are, right? However, message. Oh my God, do I have a message set up over here? I gotta go back to the main screen. Okay. I gotta do it. Hey man, don't let anyone ever tell you that you are not what you tell yourself that you are.
Message.
Okay, big facts. Get back to the video. So again, I'm a big proponent of green screens. I love green screens. I think everyone should have a green screen that does content. It's just such a cool element to add to your creation. And again, it's a way to cover up your background. So as a content creator, you have something like this. This is great. Right? It goes right on your chair. This is awesome. Depends on size, but this is a good one right here. Any variation of this is going to be good for a lot of people. For $30, it's set it and forget it. You don't have to spend $80 on a green screen if you don't want to. So any variation of something that goes on your chair like this is going to be a great deal for a lot of people. We're going to drop that in the chat room. Okay. Now, for me, I went with the Elgato green screen, the collapsible. I'm gonna show you why. And now we're gonna change this. We'll change the and shout out to Epidemic Sounds again for all the tunes. In the link in the description box below, if you want to try out Epidemic Sounds, you get a trial. Free trial. But again, like I tell most people, I rocks with Epidemic Sounds hard body. Now I got the Elgato collapsible green screen, but you don't have to get what I got. I just wanted to get the Elgato because I just didn't want to buy anything from newer at the point. But the collapsible green screen is compact, portable, pulls up, pulls down, very sturdy, and holds its shape. So if you want a green screen and you want a collapsible green screen, you get it. If you want a green screen and you don't want one that goes in your chair, I would say get a collapsible green screen. They work very well and they're portable. So there's that. I use the Elgato green screen. It works amazing. It works like a charm. I'm going to show you a green screen that you should not buy. I'm gonna show you a green screen that you should not buy, and I'm gonna explain to you why you should not buy it for content creation, depending on your space and your room size. So we drop that in the chat room. Once I get my computer, I'll definitely be rocking with Epidemic Sound. Yeah, I mean, Epidemic Sounds is just, it makes life so easy. I mean, honestly, $15 a month, and I don't have to worry about copyright strikes. And then I get music like this. So, I mean, Epidemic Sounds is just the way to go, for me. Now, I'm going to explain to you why you don't get green screens like this for content creation, at least from my experience. Now, the problem with this green screen is it's right here. So you see this tripod, right here that's collapsible, that you extend and you pull up or whatever. And you see this knob, right here. So what this is that these green screens and blue screens, you unfold them and you hook it onto this thing right here and it hangs. Now, the problem I had with this, the reason why I didn't use my green screens too much, is that when you hook the green screen, this hook right here, when you hook this up, it sways left and right. Now, the problem is that if you have a very tight space and you cannot afford for your green screen to be swaying left to right because you have, AC on, a fan on, this is going to become very problematic, and it's going to kill your time that you have to set up your studio to do your recording. This is why I would advise most people to not get a portable green screen like this, because they sway. And I don't have time for my it was very annoying for my green screen to sway back and forth, left and right. And on top of that too, the collapsible aspect is a little irritating if you don't know how to do it the first time. It took me about an hour to figure this shit out. Took me about an hour to figure that out. So there's that. So I would say get a collapsible green screen, or get a green screen that fits on your chair if you want to get a green screen. Or if you don't want to get a green screen, you get the panel, you get the 4-room, you get the 4-panel divider, and then you're good to go. And that's how you upgrade your background. And the reason why I said that is that a lot of people, they don't like having all the game. Like, a lot of people don't want to have a bunch of action figures. I'm gonna switch up the shades. Now, I've never switched up shades midstream. We're gonna put these on. These my fake Tony Starks. Ah, yeah, there we go. Again, for the people watching, this is a Q&A live stream. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know, and I'll gladly answer them. I have no problem answering questions, as I can usually answer most of the questions most of the time. And you know, I'm here to try to help people improve whatever it is that they're trying to do on YouTube, because I know it's really hard. What I have experienced, it's really hard to ask questions and get answers depending on who you're asking. This is from a lot of content creators that I experienced, because I don't, like, for me personally, I don't have like beginner, very subjective questions like, oh, what did you think about, like, what got you into create content? Like, I don't ask people questions like that. I don't got time to be asking people stuff like that. Yo, yeah, these are the fake Tony Starks. Like, these are these are Anthony Starks, okay? These are Anthony Starks. So the cool thing about these glasses are they're Dita glasses. The original models are a pair of Ditas, and they're so expensive, right? And I worked in the eyewear industry for many years, so I don't really feel like spending $500 on glasses. You know, I would try to hit up a sales rep, see if I can get them on a discount for a wholesale, get them for the manufacturer deal. So I really never cared to find or try to buy them. I went on Amazon and found these. These look just like Tony Stark. These look just like the Adidas, and they're only like $18. Yeah, and these are Anthony Starks, right? These ain't Tonys, these are Anthony's. Got them Tony Banks. He got them Tony Barks. He said Tony Barks.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yo, he said we got the Tony Barks on the building. Come on, man. Take it easy on your boy, man. Come on, son. I'm not monetized, man. I ain't making money off of this, man. Man, if I was making some money off of this here thing, I might get the Tony Starks, man. Ray-Bans is all I got, but glasses are expensive. Yeah, glasses are expensive. I mean, listen, man, your boy I got shades for days over here. Dita is expensive, man. You know, I got where my shades at? I got shades in the closet and shit, man. Where we got? Where my shades? I got shades for days, man. I got bags full of shades. What we got here? We got the big time stunners here, man. We got, put these down. We got these here. These my German joints. So these glasses right here are all stainless steel. We're gonna segue a little bit real quick, right? So these glasses right here, that's a polycarbonate plastic type of, very airy type of plastic. It's not heavy at all. And These are stainless steel with hingeless glasses. So in essence, let's see, I used to be able to do this pretty good. Don't break the glasses now. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, these are hingeless glasses. So they're connected by a, I forgot what they call this thing, a stud or whatever, and a clip. And the clip connects the temple. Let me see. Put this in my face. There we go. And the clip connects, and as you can see, this frame is called Power Law from a company called IC Berlin. And they're hingeless glasses, so you can attach it here. And there you go. Then you just put them back on, and you're good to go, right? So I think we're gonna keep these on. I haven't worn these in many years. I've had these for almost since 2012, I think. No, I've had these almost 10 years. But when you work in the industry, learn how to take care of your glasses a little bit better than the average consumer. So yeah. So we're gonna keep these on. These are actually pretty good glasses too. So where was I? Yeah. So the main thing, once you figure out the lighting in the background, now we get to the cameras. Now again, you do not need an expensive camera. Again, you can use this as a webcam. Where's my GoPro at? You can use the GoPro as a webcam. Here's the GoPro. Which one is this? The 7 or the 5? 7. Okay. I got shit lying around these days. So this is the GoPro Hero 7. Okay. Excellent webcam. Or you use a regular webcam. The webcam I got is the Brio 4K. You use that as a webcam. Okay. You don't need to spend $1,000 on a camera. However, let's take a look at webcams, and we're gonna go down the list, and we're gonna switch up. So, webcams again. We're gonna skip past the C920. If you can get the C920 or the C922. $99, call it a day, right? We just call it a day after that. But let's take a look at the expensive webcams. And okay, let's take a look at the expensive webcams. And the main thing I want you to take away from this is that once you get an expensive webcam like a Razer Kio or Brio 4K or Ava Media, whatever, you're done with webcams after that, right? You're done with webcams. You don't ever buy another webcam ever again in the history of your life, because once you get to this level, the next step is DSLR mirrorless camera. The next step may not even be GoPro. It's just DSLR after that. The reason why I say that is the funny thing about that is Tony is short for Anthony. That's right. You're 100% correct. Once you get an expensive webcam like this, you're done with webcams. Don't ever buy another webcam after you spend almost $200 on a webcam. Your next step is just to get a DSLR or mirrorless camera. There's no point. You're just wasting your money. And even getting a GoPro is a waste of money, right? I kind of did that with the GoPro, but I wanted to see what it was like to actually use a camera as a webcam. I got it, and I was like, okay, I like this. And I got the GoPro for like $140. So I didn't even spend that much money on the GoPro. But once you get this, you go to the camera. So let's say you got, a C920 or a C270. Okay, I want to get a webcam. I'm not ready for a camera yet. I mean, the sky's the limit at this price point for webcams. You got the Razer Keo 1080p 6 frames per second. Doesn't do 4K, I believe. That's a whole lot of money to not get 4K. The Brio is an excellent option at 4K. You can get this at 4K. Don't know the actual specs of this. Never seen that before, but try it for 40 bucks. Yeah, you just get whatever webcam you want, honestly, right? Don't just get whatever webcam you want at this price point. But once you get a webcam at this price point, you're done with webcams. It's time to go to DSLRs. So when it comes to cameras as webcams, the first thing that comes up is the Sony ZV-1 because it works amazing. Has the sensor operates like the sensor that's in the A6400. The A6400 sensor operates like the sensor that's in the A7 III. The ZV-1 has great autofocusing, even better than the A6400. The color reproduction is not the best, but it is super portable, super small, and has a clean HDMI output, which is what you would need to use a DSLR camera as a webcam, like I'm using for my A6400. So for $648, this is a great deal. However, Canon has the M200. I think it's called the M200. There we go. The M200 can also be used as a webcam. Small, compact. I believe it has a clean output for $569. You got the Canon M50 Mark II. Mark II has a clean output. Now here's the best part about the Canon M50. The Canon M50 uses the EF mount, which means you can attach EF lenses to this camera. So that means that instead of having the stock, let me see what this lens is, the 15-45, you can get a Sigma 16, which is what I use. And I'll tell you right now, once you replace the stock lens on your camera, man, the quality and the crispiness is next level. This is really why when I upgraded the 16mm from the stock 15mm lens on my A6400, the camera quality looked 10 times better, less graininess, and you can bring it all the way down to f1.4 to get that super crispy bokeh, and you can do that. And it can keep up with you with the autofocusing. So, and here's the thing that kills me, right? I'm gonna try not to be too shady with this one. Here's what kills me is that you have people who would tell you to upgrade your video and then use cameras like these, but then never have the video look good. And that's frustrating to me, really, right? Like, to have all these great cameras, to be using them in rotation, and to not even know how to actually work the camera to make it look its best. That's the most frustrating shit about this. Bokeh! Bokeh! Bokeh. There's a girl on Amazon and she be right in the shit talking to people like this, like, hey, how you doing? Like, hey, how you guys doing today? Yeah, we're just doing it, like, just all in the, like, just all, I mean, it looks nice when this is blurred out, but like, that shit is like, I don't want to be in the camera like that. Like, I mean, the shape up is still looking good, but I'm just saying, like, the shit, like, I want to be back here chilling. You feel me, man? I want to be back here chilling. I want to be all up in the camera like that, man. So the thing that you have to understand when you get these cameras, you got to know how to make them look good. So it's not just simply just putting the camera up, connecting it to a capture card, making it work. You got to know how to make it look good. You got to set the auto, you got to set the white balance, you got to set the ISO. For as an example, I'm sitting in a completely dark room. The only light that I'm receiving is from one my nano leaves 2, the 2 lights that I have up here. This is why my scene looks the way it does. My ISO is at 250. My f-stop is at 1.4. I have it on auto white balance because I don't have a green screen, so I don't need a custom color balance. And my shutter speed is at 125. That's the minimum to keep the 60 frames per second to match the 60 frames per second from the 1080p. So when you get these cameras, right? When you get a M50, right? A ZV-1. My camera, A6400, right? You get an A6400. Okay, you get an A6400. A Canon RP. You get a Canon RP. Full frame. You gotta know how to dial it in to make it look good. And again, it's not only with the software you have on your setup, the OBS, the StreamYard, whatever, not only with the hardware, your computer and everything, it's also with, like I always tell you, with your lighting. Okay? So the benefit of having a digital camera like a DSLR and a DSLR and a Sony mirrorless and a mirrorless camera, just not a Sony one, is that you can add video to your podcast as well as stream your live stream using the same camera. This adds versatility to your YouTube studio setup. I mean, the sky's the limit once you have a camera like this. You can record your podcast as video, then you can live stream. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want because the camera is so versatile and it looks amazing, right? So once you get a camera like this, like once you get a DSLR, once you get a mirrorless camera for your studio setup, you're done with cameras at that point, right? The only thing you do is to get a secondary cam, like a B cam, or a secondary shot, or to record whatever it is that you're recording. But once you get a camera like this, you're done with cameras. Like me, really, I'm done with cameras. I don't need to buy another camera unless I'm making $10,000 a week with affiliate sales and all types of other things on YouTube. If you say it, so it shall be. But when I start doing that, yeah, I'll probably get another camera. But that'll be for doing client work and stuff like that. The only other option I would have is to buy another lens, but that's about it. I don't need another camera. Once you get a camera like this, you don't need another camera until very long down in the road, because now you maximize your video. You get the proper lens, which is usually the Sigma 16mm lens, ultra wide 1.4 bokeh, and you're done with video. Improve your lighting. Like I have here the lighting. My lighting is perfect now. I got the nano leaves. I got this. I don't need to change lighting anymore. You're done with lighting. Once you get the mic, you have the quality mic. You get the mic, the quality interface. I use the Go XLR as my audio interface. I'm done with audio interfaces. There is no need at all, once you have a Go XLR or a Rode Podcaster Pro, to buy another interface. Do not listen to people who are telling you to buy multiple interfaces once you spend money on a $500 interface. There is literally no reason for you to buy another interface once you get a Go XLR or Podcast Pro. That is the pinnacle of audio interfaces. You're done when you get these things. So, like, I got the Go XLR, I'm done. I don't need another interface. We're good. Okay, we're good on interfaces. So you got the interface, you got the super expensive quality, high quality mic, you got the super high quality video camera, you got the lights working the way they should. You take a step back and you say to yourself, okay, what type of content do I want to make I've built my studio out. And again, we went through the process of not needing a studio to building a studio during the live stream. Again, you do not need to build a studio to make content. You just need to have equipment to make content. You don't need a studio to build. You don't need to build a studio to make YouTube content. You just need to have equipment to make YouTube content. You don't need expensive equipment to make YouTube content. You just need a camera. You don't need an expensive camera. You can just use the camera on your phone until you are ready to upgrade your equipment. And you never upgrade things that will not benefit the content. You make the content. The equipment is supposed to help you make better content, but you should be able to make the content without all of the expensive equipment. Okay? Never forget that, because there's a lot of people who get the misconception because of gear acquisition syndrome that buying gear equates to content, and that's not how it works. You can't spend $2,000 on equipment and make $25 content. We call that a waste of money. And my light's back on, so we're gonna put the light back in. And look at that, right? And look how great my scene looks now, just with a little light on the back of my chair. It highlights me. It kind of pops out a little bit. It looks cool. Looks all like anointed and stuff. It looks anointed. Anyway, so like the title says, this is a Q&A live stream. So if anyone got any questions they want to ask me in the middle while I'm doing my thing, please let me know. I am always here to answer questions that people may have. I know a lot of people have questions they don't want to ask, and there's no such thing as a dumb question over here. I am always open to answer anybody's question. And again, just a simple little demonstration of the power of lighting, right? Like Wallace said, using the small light in the back of my chair pops me out from the background even more. So when I come in like this, all of this is gone, but it's popping out. It's all about how to position your lights. The better you do it, the better your content, the better your production is going to look. Once you get all the equipment, it matters how you position everything, the scenery and the lighting, the sound and the visual. Again, like this little graphic that I have down here, that's a lower third. The icon for the live chat, that's called Twidget. It highlights one comment, which is fine for me because my chat room's kind of slow, so I mean, it works for me. So let's just freestyle a little bit now. Now, when it comes to content creation, a lot of people think that you need a gaming computer. You don't need a gaming computer to make content. You just need a computer that can handle a lot of heavy workload. Even though when you look at that and you apply it to the market, that usually turns out to be a gaming computer. But I don't want people to hold on to the term gaming computer, because when you look up gaming computers, you kind of eat the bullet when it comes to the branding and the marketing when it comes to gaming computers. Back for the first time. Shout out to Sneed. So what I want to do now is I want to look up computers for content creation. Now, the thing is this, right? For a lot of people, they use a laptop. Now, a lot of it's kind of easy to pick a gaming laptop and use it for editing because you don't need a whole lot. Because We got Just Ask Char what's going on. Lots of storage, good RAM, nice monitor. Yeah. So let's look at this gaming laptop. Just a shot in the dark, right? Just a shot in the dark. We got a full HD IPS display, so 1080p, 8 gigs of RAM. No. Okay. For $800, it can get the job done. 256 gigabyte NVMe, nice. Wi-Fi 6, nice. 1650 GTX, nice. Okay, for $800, not bad. Not bad. Okay. What we got? Shout out to Just Char. So we got a $1,500 laptop. Now this is a good. Now here's where we get your bang for your buck. Now we got the RTX 3060 full HD 144 hertz 3 millisecond IPS display, 16 gigs of DDR4, 512 gigabytes NVMe SSD, Wi-Fi 6 RGB keyboard. Yes. Yes, please. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and pop this guy up in the chat room. This is a good one right here. For the simple fact, it comes with a RTX 3 series graphics card for $1,500 with these specs. I like it. There go your content creation computer right there. Now again, I'm looking at the specs, not the name gaming, right? You got to look at the specs first, right? You got to see what specs it actually has to, help you make content. When you're looking at specs to make content, the things you want to look at is the graphics card for the encoding for the live streaming. Anyone out here rocking 2 monitors? I do. Well, no, I use 1 monitor. Well, actually, no, I'm using 2 monitors, actually. Yeah. Please don't. So I'm using a ultra wide monitor first. So the ultra wide monitor I use is about 36 inches. It's kind of along the lines of this guy. So greetings, Char. So this is the 34-inch Samsung ultra wide monitor, 165 hertz. Wow. What is WQHD? So that means it's like what, 2560 by 4. If I was in the market for a monitor, I would at 3440 by 1440. Oh, no. So this is 3440 by 1440. This is what mine is. Yeah, this is a nice monitor, man. 165 hertz too. Okay. So I have an ultra wide monitor, which allows me to show everything on my screen. So I have my YouTube, I have my Twidget. 2560, yeah. I have my Twidget, my music, my OBS. Okay. But I am using a secondary monitor. Let me show you. So this is my second monitor. So my second monitor is a portable 1080p 17-inch gaming monitor that has a 240 hertz refresh rate and it's IPS. And this is it right here. I have 2 of these monitors. Okay. So they're very fragile. I gotta be careful with them. Put it this way. Oh. Gotta be careful with. There we go. So the way I use this monitor is I use it down here for my live streams. So mainly, like, this is how I show my Amazon on the screen while having everything up on the main screen without being too distracted with everything that's on the screen at the moment. And it's also a nice gaming monitor when I want to game on a 240 hertz monitor. It is a lifesaver as part of my live streaming setup. I would not get rid of it. And because I have this portable monitor that sits on my desk, I can still use an ultra wide, and I don't have a need to exchange the ultra wide, because once you have an ultra wide, I mean, you just simply get another ultra wide, and I don't need another ultra wide, because once you go ultra wide, you don't go back to having dual display monitors again. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I mean, that's a nice segue when it comes to, like, you know, your YouTube setup, right? Because I keep talking about microphones, audio. Like, well, let's talk about monitors, right? Like, what type of monitors do you need when you're making content, right? So the golden ratio, right? Before we get into ultra wide, the golden ratio for a monitor is 32 inches. Pixel ratio, size, viewing angles, 32 inches is the golden ratio for monitors. Now, again, I know there aren't a lot of people who go all the way in depth with the monitor technology, and I'm not going to do it here. I'm just going to break it down as simple as you can. 144 hertz is amazing for refresh rate. 2560 by 1440 is awesome. 1 millisecond response time is great. HDMI display port, FreeSync, which works just as good as G-Sync now, and it's 32 inches. The price is $349.99, which is awesome. You get the 34 ultra wide, which is $599.87. This was actually on sale during Prime Day. Actually, this was on sale during Prime Day. This was actually on sale during Prime Day. It just wasn't something on my radar when I did the video on it. But it's a good monitor. I just don't need it. Now, we're talking about recording content, podcasting, live streaming, editing. You're gonna need a decent monitor so that you can actually edit on, right? Now, I've talked to people where they have laptops and they edit on like a 720p laptop. And I'm like, man, God bless y'all, man, because I can't deal with that. 32 inches gives you enough room space to edit without being too constrained. The benefits of an ultra wide comes in when you're editing on a timeline. You can just space the timeline out to like this big. That's where the ultra wide comes into play. But really, when it comes to monitors, I mean, unless you're a super fanatic and a super tech head, you don't. I mean, the limit for most people would be this 349 number right here. That's the limit for most people. That's the limit I would say is for most people. Like, you don't need to go that high, right? Don't go that high unless you know what you're doing, know what you're looking for. Any higher than 400, and you have to actually know what it is that you're looking for. Or you can stay in the 1080p range. But a lot of people kind of moving into 4K, and the 4K monitors are actually cheaper now. So let's look at 4K. You get a 4K UHD 4K VA display for $299. 326, 303. So like the 4K monitors are cheaper, but they don't have 4K ultra wide unless you want to spend $3,000 for it. So there's that. And again, like once you're complete with with the computer and all the equipment, you got to get the monitor so you can edit, man. You got to get the monitor so you can record. You got to get the monitor so you can see what you're working with, man. You got to see what you're working with when you get the monitor. Monitor completes the YouTube setup.
I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, oh yeah.
Like I said before, shout out to Epidemic Sounds. As far as like 4K monitors go, this Samsung 32-inch S70 S70A. I mean, again, for $389, you get a 32-inch 4K monitor, HD 10 TV, certified intelligent eye care, whatever the hell that means. This looks like an excellent monitor. If I was in a market for a 4K monitor, I would be looking at this guy right here for my setup. Looks really good, actually. Actually, this looks like a dope monitor for a 4K monitor. Perspective, right?
Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take. The love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You got me feeling some type of way. You make me wanna stay in all day. You're the reason I can't get out my head. I just can't stop thinking about you. 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 I just can't stop thinking about you.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out again to Epidemic Sounds. Like I said before, like I always say, link in the description box below for Epidemic Sounds, the free trial. You know, if you don't want to deal with pesky copyright strikes, you know, get with Epidemic Sounds, man.
What did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget.
Again, this is a Q&A live stream, so if you got any questions, I got answers. I can do my best to answer your questions. Whatever the question may be, I'll do my absolute best to answer it.
Work on you. Yeah.
And we got a question from Ask Char. She says, camera suggestion with wide angle for small areas, second camera for switching views, no glitches, and lighting. What? Can't wait, what? Second camera for switching views, no glitches. Okay. And lighting for small space. Let's break that down piece by piece, right? Let's switch that up. So we're gonna break this down for you piece by piece, okay? Camera suggestion with wide angle for small area. Boom. Okay. So first we're gonna handle the camera situation. Okay, so I actually covered a whole lot of the camera, so we're gonna walk it back. Okay. So when we're looking at camera situations, right? So you're looking at a camera, you want a camera to use. We got Rainin back in it. Thank y'all for hitting the like button and showing your participation. What's going on? I appreciate that. So when we're looking at cameras, again, if you want a camera for wide angle lens, that means you're looking at a camera for detachable lens. So I don't love your music. I'm fading fast, so I will try to listen, but I will catch the replay. Okay. So Like say for instance, the Sony Alpha A6400 is an APS-C camera, so you can attach a lens to it. So the lens for I would suggest for a Sony Alpha A6400 camera is the Sigma 16 millimeter. Okay, that's what I'm using right here. The the Sigma 16 millimeter is an ultra wide lens. It has 1.4 focal length. It gives you that very nice creamy bokeh when you come into the camera. When you come into the camera like this. And it's ultra wide. This is a small space that I am in, but because the camera is an ultra wide, it shows a whole lot and I can crop the rest out. So pretty much you'll want something in the focal length around 16 millimeter. The camera, the company, it's all up to you, but you want a detachable camera that can get you a Sigma 16 millimeter lens onto that camera. The second part of the question is second camera for switching views. Okay. Yeah, so that's the second camera. Okay, so you get a camera that can use the Sigma 16 millimeter lens on it, pretty much. And lighting for small space. So again, when we talk about lighting, we also covered lighting very early on. Let me see. Right here. So when it comes to lighting, we got the newer 90-watt desk mount LED light. I did put this light in the chat room. I'm going to put it in the chat room again for you, Axe Char. You can save it to your list, click it, whatever you want to do. And this is a $209 lighting kit. It comes with 2 lights that can attach to a desk mount. With the softbox glow softbox panel attached to it. Can be controlled remote control. And is, I mean, super effective to balance out your lighting situation and give you the light that you need for your video. So I suggest this to people because the Elgato offering gives you 1 light for $199 and everyone else gives you 2 lights for $200. So anyone other than Elgato is going to be great for your lighting needs. And lighting for a small space. Yeah, again, so it doesn't really matter if it's small space. You just need the proper lighting. Your folding panel as well. Mine's is wicker and light will pass through it. Okay, so yeah, so the folding panel, we went over that too. Let me just come here. So what you need is you want a folding panel that's not like clear through, right? So all you got to do is get a different one. So you got this one right here. This one's actually pretty good. You see how it's frosted? You want anything that's frosted. And again, this is kind of like the price range. Anything close to $100 is fine. For the 4-panel divider, anything close to $100 is fine. I don't think you're gonna find something for like 70, 80. I did find one for $80. I think it's this guy right here. So this guy right here is $84. You want the 4-panel one. The 4-panel one is $92 here. So we're gonna show you here on the big screen. So that's the 4-panel one. That's $92. It's similar to what I have. Because all you want is the paper to be frosted, not transparent, so you can't see through the background when you have the lights. But once you have lights that have like the soft box on the front, it's not going to be too powerful just to shine directly into it. So you make sure the lights are down. Excuse me. Make sure the lights aren't too powerful so it doesn't shine directly through the divider. Yeah, these are good. Any divider that's not super transparent would work. No, you have leveled up at Petty Bay. I dumped the oh my god. Petty side check. Rainy said I got dumped. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, so this folding panel, anyone like it? This one is super old. I've had this panel for about like 9 years. I don't even see it online anymore. But any panel that's similar to this where the paper is not transparent is going to work perfectly. And it looks great once you bounce the light off of it, as you can see. Okay? So it looks great once you bounce the light off of it, okay? Raining's crazy. Yeah. So once you bounce the light off of it, it looks great. So I hope that answered the Char's question. I hope I answered your question. Yeah, I mean, I really love this panel. I mean, this panel, I've had this panel for so long, and it's been such a great panel. And the best thing about it is, right? The best thing about it is, like as you can see, once you shine light directly, you can't see through it, right? That's the best part about it. You, as much light as you put, as you can see, my back is straight to it. You can't see through the light, and has that nice little brown color. So I kind of wanted to upgrade it, but you don't really need to upgrade it. The lights are RGB color changing. Okay, so a lot of people ask me about my lights. These are nano leaves. So if it ever works too much and doesn't make time for me, he's high value man now and treats me like I hit the man, it's stupid, yo. Yes, so another aspect of streamer aesthetic, where all streamers want, you're not a streamer unless you get some RGB fucking lights, right? You're not a streamer unless you have nano leaves on your setup, right? But it's a joke. So yeah, so the lights that I'm using are nano leaves. I don't have time to set up the camera webcam on the phone to show you, but I'm going to show you on Amazon. Actually, no, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a YouTube video of what the nano leaves look like. So yeah, so I use nano leaves to illuminate my setup. And what the best part about the nano leaves are is that once you add the nano leaves to your setup, you can always change. Let me show you. You can always change your setup using the app. Okay, let me see if I can. You can always change using the app. Okay. So we're gonna change it now to blue. Okay, you change it to blue, and then you add the light, and then okay, and I changed it here, and you can control everything on your app. So the benefit of using the nano leaves is that you always have a different lighting setup for your setup, which is amazing. And the best part about it is that you don't even have to download them. You can just click them. You always change them. So yes, this is nano leaves. This is my test. Oh, this is the music one. Weave. You got retro future. Okay. I had to do it while he's live and while you are here. That is the online equivalence to showing up at his job. Man, it's stupid, Joe. But yeah, so I use the RGB is nano leaves, and let me show you real quick because I know you said you're getting a little tired and stuff like that too. So I'm gonna make sure I show you. I'm gonna show you. So this is pretty much what nano leaves look like once you have them all set up, right? This is pretty much what it looks like. This is what I can do with my setup. You have all the panels here, and you just attach them. It's like it's like a $200 setup, but you can build your setup over time by buying the panels individually off of eBay. And they connect with a magnetic latch like this, and then you use like sticky tape or Velcro tape or however you want to do it, and you put them on your wall. Once you set them up, you can control them through the app like this, and then you can have all types of colored layouts. There's hundreds upon hundreds of setups that you can add, that you can just add by a click of the button. Like I'm gonna show you right here, and that automatically just changed my lighting. And you also can get something called the the Rhythm app, the Rhythm attachment. And what this does is it connects it to sound. So what happens is as I'm talking, it's gonna always flash and blink the lights, which is something that's cool if you want to use if I'm using like a music app or anything like that. I am one day goal setter when it comes to YouTube. Me, one day I'm gonna buy. Oh shit, that's fucking hilarious, yo. You stupid. Yeah, so I mean, again, this is like this is the icing on the cake, right? You don't need this at all to have a YouTube setup. This is just icing on the cake to make it unique for you. Like, yeah, this is all being controlled by the audio. So all that sound, like it picks up the sound and it makes the lights move to the sound. So if I was playing music, it would pick up the music, but I don't want to do that because my dad's sleeping. Gotta be respectful for the man sleeping. And what we can do is you can explore on the app. There we go. They got a Pride one. Yeah, so it's like a Pride rainbow type thing going on. I mean, the rainbow actually looks nice. I'm not going in front. They got one called Pride Past. No, that's the regular color. This is the music one. It's Dancing with Pride. So yeah, as you're talking, you have the rainbow going on and off. Like, so, I mean, again, you can just have different variations of it. But again, you don't need anything like this to do a setup, to have a YouTube setup. It just adds to your setup. That's the biggest thing I want people to understand. Rain is bringing the rain tonight. She's trying to make it rain until tomorrow. Rain to be causing so much trouble. Shout out to Rain, my peoples. Yeah, so I mean, this just makes your setup yours, so it helps you stand out, which is what helps me stand up, because there aren't many people that watch content that watch me that have lighting setups the way I use it. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna claim that. But yeah, so Axchar, like, it's called the Nano Leaf panel setup. You can build your set, and it works with the Google Echo Dot thingies, the AI computers. You can set it up however you want. You can buy the panels individually on eBay, or you can buy the kit by itself. It all depends on what you want. Each kit can hold about, I think it's 21 lights or something like that off of one adapter. And I got about 3, 6, 9, 12. I got 12 lights so far. I think I can add maybe 6 more lights if I wanted to, but I don't need to. I got all the lights I need. So yeah, I use the lights just to, it looks like it's stuck. I use the lights just to add some color to my setup, because without the lights it would just be simple white background with regular lights, and I don't like that. So this is why I use the lights that I use, and it makes my stream stand out. Akon blames it on the alcohol. I'll blame it on the wall. The wall is undefeated. Let me make sure I can. Okay. Let me just change it to something. There we go. Yeah. So again, like, you know, once you have all the things that you need, I caught that. Once you have all the things that you need to make content, whether you are podcasting or live streaming, then you can get the extra things like nano leaves and colored lights and stuff like that, because that just adds into the, you know, that just adds into the uniqueness of your setup when you're podcasting, of your setup when you're live streaming, of your setup when you're recording. Every content creator that you watch on this platform have a unique setup that you can see when they're recording, when they're doing their videos. I mean, you got from MKBHD to the all white room, to Joe Rogan with all that weird stuff that he has in his room, to Majority of the tech YouTubers having a solid color background with a white table. No shade. I mean, it's just something a lot of people do. To Easy Computer Solutions. Shout out to Easy, because Easy uses a freaking spaceship custom canvas background, and he wears Star Trek uniforms. No one does that. So part of building your setup and part of building your studio, however which way you want to put it, is making it unique to you. And yes, it's not that complex to have a 4-panel divider in the background, but hey, that's what I have, and guess what? With what I have, I maximize that and make it the best that I can using lights. And that's the one thing I try to explain to people when it comes to the lighting, that even if you don't have the area in your room where you could put a whole bunch of freaking figurines and acoustic foam paneling and neon lights and stuff like that, you can maximize whatever you have, maximizing it using different lights and very interesting and unique ways. Again, I have a light right here on the back of my chair that pops me out in front of the camera, and still have my RGB lights doing their work, you know, changing the scene as it goes. And my camera is so powerful with the lens, it can keep up with the changing colors, and it just makes a very interesting and different, unique visual experience for the people that come to the channel. But there's one thing I don't want people to get too confused with, is that production doesn't trump content. So people watching me, listening to all of this, listening and watching other people, you get it in their head that production trumps content, and it doesn't. Your production doesn't trump content. Your production is a result of you making the content. The production makes your content look better, but the production doesn't make your content better. You have to make your content better. Okay, so if I'm still doing the simple, regular, plain old things that I'm doing, but everything looks nice, it's not gonna go over too well. People are gonna come to your channel first for the content. They're gonna stay for the production. People are gonna come to your channel first for the content and stay for the dope equipment that you use for your content. People are gonna come to your channel for you and your content, and they're gonna stay for everything else afterwards. So with all the things that I've talked about tonight, with all the things that I've pointed out, with all the questions that I've answered, the thing that I want people to take away, that I always want people to take away, is none of this beats you actually having content. None of this beats you actually being creative. None of this beats you being a creator. The lights, the camera, the computers, the monitor, the microphone, even the sunglasses. None of that trumps you being a creator and you making content. At the end of the day, no matter what you put into a studio, no matter what you put into your setup, you still at the end of the day have to make content, and nothing trumps you making content. So don't let buying gear and equipment hamper your creativity and affect your ability to be creative, because at the end of the day, you still have to be creative to make content on YouTube. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is when that song comes on. You know what time it is. You know, hottest outro in the game. It's time to go. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is C over D Technician. I'm glad to have been answering. Hopefully I answered all your questions. Hopefully I was able to help you, learn you something to improve your knowledge on gear, equipment, production value, anything that you wanted to know. I hope you found that out tonight on the stream. Coldest outro in the streaming game. Yes, indeed. Coldest outro in the streaming game. Yes, indeed. You know how it is. When we get to the streaming, we will get to the intro. Thank you. Goodbye. Good night.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción, yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue.
It's the end of the world, Illuminati is coming. Gather the boys and girls and watches it all unfurls. They clutching at all their pearls and no one asking for guidance. Stimulus check, won't you cash app that? I got niggas and they said that respect they black. Politicians and they said don't know how to act. That's why we sitting on the wrong track, back to the long track. And it's okay to be rich. My mama always told me I was destined for greatness. But my mama also, she told me take care of the kids and everybody around the world that can't fight for it. So it's Hakuna Matata, beast on the water, pray to provider, please don't divide us. Keep that and try to face your intruder to be someone brighter. Yeah, all the mind if you don't listen that much. But some of y'all don't listen at all. Same shit they be pushing your buttons. Got a grown man having withdrawals. I don't mind if you don't listen that much. Though I just mind what you say for the crowd. But some of y'all don't listen at all. Some of y'all don't answer that call.
I'm on the move, can't stop me if you try. Coasting on now, baby, it's just me, myself, and I. Cause I'm on the move, every step is by design. It's only up from here till the moment I die.
I've been on the move, I never saw myself ever coming so far. Taking small steps, I was trying to find my groove. Yeah, I know that I was off to a really slow start, but now I'm running. Never looking back, I'm going towards where the sun is. Even if it blinds me, I'll find peace inside. Keep my eyes on the prize till I'm holding it above me, yeah. I'm not sure exactly what the future holds. All I know is mama told me I should always shoot for gold, yeah. And every time I'm worried, I'll start losing hope. I'll take one step at a time and find my way back to the road, yeah. And I've been on this journey now for way too long. is out, so I'll be on the move.
I'm on the move, can't stop me if you try. Coasting on now, baby, it's just me, myself, and I. Cause I'm on the move, every step is by design. It's only up from here till the moment I die.
I'm still chasing the happily ever after. That's at the end of my story. I'm anxious to turn the chapter. My yellow brick road is painted with gold. I'm gon' have it all, but trust I ain't trading my soul. No. And if I'm being honest, I was at the bottom, took a lot of steps, had a little trouble with my walking. Now I'm Wally West. It's obvious that nothing's gonna slow me down. Little introvert, but everybody know me now. It's like it's getting kinda crazy how everything's changing. I hope I never lose myself. Moving so fast, I'm trying to maintain it. Hoping I can prove myself. It's been an uphill battle, yeah. On the road, let's travel, yeah. But I know I can make it if I try.
And I've been on this journey now for way too long to turn around. The sun is out, so I'll be on the move.
I'm on the move, can't stop me if you try. Coasting on now, baby, it's just me, myself.
Jag minns ju den tid du gav mig life-bilder, yo. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunnat ge förut. Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för dig, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. Och det jag lägger av min tid, jag vill ha dig. Du får mig känna safety. Jag kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Varje gång jag bak på dig, jag tänker vilket kap jag har gjort. Jag skulle gå tillbaks i tid, göra om allt igen och förstå. Ser det som ett allt, det är dig jag vill wifa. De här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. Och det jag lägger av min tid, jag vill ha dig. Du får mig känna safety. Jag kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Jag vet det bara life om igen. Jag vet det bara ta sin tid. Jag vet det bara life om igen och stay with me, please. Jag vet det bara life om igen. Jag vet det bara ta sin tid. Jag vet det bara life om igen och stay with me, please.
Told you you so extra, but I know I'm the same, yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my. All good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that wave. Tryna control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead, but we could go all night. Now all of my calls go to voicemail. I block you so I don't raise hell. Should've talked through it in detail. Our separate ways ain't gon' end well. coma. All bad all day, but the night I get that good till we act right. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that wave, tryna control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead.
Look.
We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves. And I know in your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said.
I've been trying my best not to think about you, but you're stuck in my mind. I've been hypnotized by you. Hey, all the suffering and pain got me feeling so blue. Cause when it was us, I was never enough. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what I'm supposed to do just to be alright. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, yeah. I've been worrying about my mental health. Cause when I'm alone, I keep checking my phone. Yeah. Seeing all these people, having someone to lean on while I don't. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what I'm supposed to do just to be alright. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, yeah. Messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what I'm supposed to do just to be alright. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up,